The night settled over the campus, soft and quiet, but Teni couldn't sleep. She lay on her bed staring at the ceiling, heart still pounding from the encounter with Mide. His eyes, the way they had looked at her, it was different, intense, careful, but something unspoken lingered between them. She hugged her pillow closer, trying to calm the storm inside her chest. "Why does he?" she whispered, but the question died in the dark. Across campus, Mide sat on the low bench outside the boys' hostel, looking up at the stars. His hands rested on his knees, fingers tapping lightly against the fabric of his pants. He could still see her face in his mind, hear the faintness in her voice. "I can't," he muttered quietly, shaking his head. Not yet. Somewhere deep down, both of them knew that this feeling was no longer something they could ignore. But neither had the courage to cross the line, to speak the words that could change everything. The next morning, the sun rose softly over the campus, washing the dorms and pathways in golden light. Teni got ready, careful to appear normal, though a quiet excitement and nervousness buzzed under her calm exterior. She stepped outside and her eyes instinctively scanned the courtyard, not expecting but hoping to see him. Meanwhile, Mide walked across the campus, pretending to be focused on his own schedule, but his gaze drifted toward the spots he thought she might pass. Neither spoke, neither acted, but the tension hung thick between them, fragile, unspoken, and powerful. And somewhere, silently observing, Amaka smiled to herself. She had noticed everything, every glance, every pause, every almost touch. This is going to be interesting, she thought. After the lecture that afternoon, students slowly filed out of the classroom, their voices filling the corridor with light chatter. Teni and Amaka walked side by side, discussing the class casually as they stepped into the open hallway. Just as they turned the corner, they bumped into Mide and Daniel. Amaka's face lit up immediately. She smiled and waved lightly. "Hey guys, what's up?" Mide nodded with a small smile. "We're good." Daniel forced a polite smile, his eyes briefly meeting Teni's before shifting away. "Hi, Teni." "Hi, Daniel," she replied gently. There was a slight pause. Not awkward, but not comfortable either. Amaka's eyes moved between all of them, quietly observing. Then Teni spoke. "Daniel, can I talk to you for a minute?" He hesitated for a second, then nodded. "Yeah, sure." They stepped aside, leaving Amaka and Mide standing a few feet away. For a moment, neither Teni nor Daniel spoke. Then Teni exhaled softly. "Daniel, I hope things aren't awkward between us." He shook his head quickly. "No, it's fine." But even he didn't sound convincing. Teni gave a small, understanding smile. "We're adults, and there's nothing wrong with expressing how you feel." Daniel looked at her, surprised by her calmness. "And because I said no," she continued gently, "doesn't mean I don't respect you. I actually do." Her words were soft, but sincere. Daniel's expression shifted slightly. The tension in his shoulders eased. "I just don't want things to be weird between us," she added. There was a brief silence. Then Daniel nodded slowly. "Yeah, you're right," he said. "I guess I just needed a little time." Teni smiled. "That's okay." And this time, it felt real. A few steps away, Amaka folded her arms, glancing at Mide with a teasing smile. "So, you and Teni now walk together like this?" Mide raised an eyebrow slightly. "Like what?" Amaka chuckled. "Don't worry, I'm just observing." Mide didn't respond, but his eyes drifted toward Teni. Without realizing it, Amaka noticed, and her smile deepened. Teni and Daniel walked back toward them. The atmosphere had changed, just a little. Lighter, easier. "Are we good?" Teni asked softly. Daniel nodded. "Yeah, we're good." Amaka clapped her hands lightly. "Ah, look at maturity." Teni rolled her eyes playfully. Mide just watched, quiet as always. "All right, I'm heading to the cafeteria," Amaka said. "Teni, you coming?" Teni hesitated. Just briefly. Her eyes flicked to Mide, then back to Amaka. "Yeah, I'll come," she said. Amaka smiled knowingly. "Let's go." As they walked away, Mide's gaze followed Teni. Unconsciously, quietly, Daniel noticed. This time, clearly, his expression changed. Just slightly. Something was beginning to connect. And soon, nothing would stay hidden anymore. The evening air was calm, but nothing around them felt simple anymore. Teni sat with Amaka under a tree near the cafeteria, absent-mindedly stirring her drink. "You've been quiet," Amaka said, watching her closely. I'm fine, Teni replied. Amaka smirked. You're a terrible liar. Teni sighed softly, looking away. I don't even understand what I'm feeling. Amaka leaned in slightly. Is it about him? Teni didn't answer. But she didn't need to. Amaka smiled. I knew it. A few tables away, Mide sat with Daniel, though his attention wasn't fully there. Every now and then, his eyes drifted. Back to Teni. Daniel noticed this time. Clearly, he followed Mide's gaze and saw her. Something clicked. So that's it? Daniel said suddenly. Mide looked at him. What? Daniel leaned back, folding his arms. You like her. Silence. Mide didn't respond immediately. Didn't deny it either. Daniel let out a short breath, almost like a laugh. Wow. Mide's jaw tightened slightly. It's not like that. Daniel raised an eyebrow. Really? Another silence. This one heavier. Before either of them could say more, Sandra walked in. Confident, composed, intentional. Her eyes went straight to Daniel. Can I talk to you? She said. Daniel hesitated, then stood up. Mide watched them walk away, his expression unreadable. Sandra stopped a few steps away, turning to face Daniel. I don't like being ignored, she said calmly. I'm not ignoring you, Daniel replied. You are, she said simply. You're just too distracted to notice. Daniel sighed. Sandra, she stepped closer. I told you how I feel. I meant it. Her eyes softened slightly. But I won't compete with someone who isn't even trying. That hit. Daniel looked away. Conflicted. Back under the tree, Amaka suddenly stood up. Come, she said, pulling Teni gently. Where are we going? Teni asked. You'll see. Moments later, they walked right into the cafeteria area, right where Mide was sitting. Teni slowed down. Her heart skipped. Amaka noticed and smiled to herself. Perfect. Mide looked up. Their eyes met again. That same tension, that same silence. But this time, it felt stronger, harder to ignore. At the same moment, Daniel returned. His eyes moved from Sandra to Mide, then to Teni, standing there, close to him. Everything connected. All at once, Daniel's expression changed. Just slightly, but enough. And Amaka saw it all. Every glance, every shift, every unspoken truth. She smiled slowly. This is about to get interesting, she murmured. Teni stood there, caught between confusion and something deeper. Mide stayed seated, but his eyes never left her. Daniel watched, silently processing everything. And Sandra wasn't blind either. In that moment, no one said anything, but everything had changed.
For more interesting stories like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Our Love Stories by Gibe Masola.